Hello everyone and welcome back to Gaming and Chatting. Every living thing dies, at least that's what we're told. Aging feels inevitable, universal, built into the very definition of life. But biology tells a stranger story, because some organisms don't age at all. They don't grow weaker, they don't become more fragile, they don't accumulate time in the way humans do. They can still be killed, they can still be destroyed, but time itself does not kill them. So today we're asking a forbidden question. Is death actually built into biology, or is aging just a strategy life sometimes uses? This is the biology of immortality. When we hear the word immortality, we imagine something supernatural, but biology uses the term very differently. In biological terms, immortality does not mean invincibility, eternal survival, freedom from injury or disease. Instead, biological immortality means one specific thing: the absence of intrinsic aging. An immortal organism does not experience an increasing risk of death over time. It does not decline simply because it is old. This distinction matters, because once we define immortality this way, we discover something shocking. One of the most unsettling discoveries in modern biology is this: aging is not a fundamental property of life. Some organisms show no measurable decline with age, maintain reproductive ability indefinitely, repair damage as fast as it occurs. In other words, life does not have to age, which immediately raises a deeper question. If aging isn't required, why does it exist at all? Why does evolution allow aging? Evolution doesn't care about longevity. It cares about reproduction. Natural selection strongly favors traits that improve survival until reproduction, increase the number of offspring. But once reproduction is complete, selection pressure drops sharply. This creates a dangerous loophole. Traits that cause harm later in life are weakly selected against, can persist for generations. This leads to a key idea called the disposable soma theory. Every organism has limited energy. That energy must be split between reproduction, maintenance, and repair. Evolution often chooses reproduction, which means cells are maintained just well enough. Damage is tolerated once reproduction is achieved. Aging, then, is not failure. It is underinvestment. Some species invest heavily in repair, others don't. And the difference shows up as lifespan. What actually goes wrong in aging cells? At the cellular level, life is violent. DNA is constantly damaged, proteins misfold, molecules collide, energy leaks. Cells survive by repairing themselves. Aging occurs when damage accumulates faster than repair. There is no single cause, no master clock, just a slow imbalance. Telomeres, the replication limit. Every time a cell divides, it copies its DNA. But there's a problem. The very ends of chromosomes called telomeres don't fully replicate. So with every division, telomeres shorten. The cell gets closer to a division limit. Eventually, the cell stops dividing or self-destructs. This acts as a built-in safety mechanism, but it also limits longevity. How some cells escape the clock? Some cells express an enzyme called telomerase. It rebuilds telomeres. These cells include germline cells, stem cells, cancer cells. In these cells, the replication clock is turned off. This is the first glimpse of biological immortality, and it comes with a cost. Not all damaged cells die. Some enter a state called cellular senescence. They stop dividing, remain metabolically active, release inflammatory signals. Over time, senescent cells accumulate, poison surrounding tissue, disrupt regeneration. Aging is not just decay, it's congestion. Stem cells are the engines of renewal. They divide indefinitely, replace damaged cells, maintain tissue integrity. Species with powerful stem cell systems heal faster, regenerate organs, age more slowly. Humans have limited regenerative capacity, other organisms do not. Let's talk about the organisms that break the rules. Hydra. Constant stem cell renewal, no measurable aging, no increase in mortality over time. A hydra does not get old. The immortal jellyfish, Torotopsis dohrnii. This species can revert from adult to juvenile, reset its life cycle, repeat indefinitely. It doesn't resist death, it escapes it. Planarian flatworms regenerate entire bodies, maintain telomeres indefinitely, show no age-related decline. Their stem cells divide forever. Cancer, immortality without control. Cancer cells are effectively immortal, resistant to death, capable of infinite division. They achieve this by activating telomerase, disabling checkpoints, evading immune systems. Cancer reveals a terrifying truth. Immortality is biologically easy. Control is the hard part. Metabolism and damage. Metabolism produces energy, but it also produces damage. Faster metabolism causes more reactive molecules, more molecular wear. Slower metabolism causes less damage, often longer life. But longevity is not just about speed, it's about repair quality, DNA repair and genomic stability. Long-lived species often have superior DNA repair, extra tumor suppressor genes, strong protein quality control. Elephants, for example, have multiple copies of p53, rarely develop cancer. Longevity correlates with vigilance. Aging is not just damage, it's also misregulation. Epigenetic markers control which genes are active when they're expressed. Over time, these markers drift. Cellular identity erodes. Cells forget what they are. Remarkably, resetting epigenetic information can reverse cellular age without changing DNA. Aging, in part, is forgotten information. Why humans age? Humans evolve for intelligence, social complexity, cultural transmission. We invested in brains, childhood, reproduction, not indefinite maintenance. We are optimized, not immortal. Is human immortality biologically possible? So far, biology offers no. A hard no. The obstacles are cancer, immune balance, system coordination, long-term stability, not time itself. The real question isn't can life persist forever? It's can complexity be maintained indefinitely? True immortality may be unnecessary. Indefinite lifespan where aging is slowed so much that death becomes optional is far more plausible. Biology already hints at this path. Biology teaches us something profound. Death is not programmed. Failure of maintenance is. Life survives by fighting entropy. Some organisms never stop fighting. Aging is not destiny. It is a strategy, and strategies can change. I will chat with all of you in the next one. Bye for now.